Up in Pocahontas, in the cranberry glades, ain't got bars nor the charge to call her anyway.
Just a couple of darn old goats.
A mile a minute, and my thoughts to bark like hounds. I focus on my breathing and the universal sound. I think about my darling girl sleeping all alone. I pray the stars will shoot her all the wishes she can hold. On the day that I return, I aim to lay her down, but right now I'm focused on the universal sound. I think about tobacco juice and mason jars of shine. I think about the vices I've let take me over time. I recall when I was a baby, I didn't need nothing around but a little bitty rattler and the universal sound. I close my eyes, it was all so clear. It was all right then, it was all right here. I focus on my breathing and the universal sound. I let it take me over from the toenails to the crown of the body that I'm in. Well, they put me in the ground, and I return to the chorus of the universal sound. I've been up on the mountain and I've seen his wondrous grace. I've sat there on a bar stool and I've looked him in the face. He seemed a little haggard, did not slow down. He was humming to the neon of the universal sound.
It's gonna be a good day.
Morning, campers. Wait 45 seconds. Then you hit it with this, and then you follow up with a bugle. Check the wind. We got light. I gotta keep going now.
I see one. They're on the far ridge over there.
See any?
Not right now, do you?
No, should I back up? I've got you and this whole side hill in frame.
Two of them just came down to the trail. I don't know if they went down lower.
I don't know how many came in above us up here, but it sounded like a stampede. I mean, I saw at least two of them above us, and then I saw two cross the trail.
I thought I saw 3 cows, but I didn't see any horns or hear any horns.
But
But there's a beagle up the trail, and there's a beagle down in the hole again. The one down in the hole sounds like the real throaty big boy.
It sounded down there, probably the same guy we were on yesterday.
Yeah.
But over here, it sounded like he could potentially be on our way.
Yeah. I think I might throw a big beagle down at this guy in the hole just for the heck of it and see if he lights up any better than he just did. That was kind of a, half-hearted bugle he did, but
Yeah.
you can tell he's got some deep tone.
Doesn't that sound right straight behind us?
It's down in the hole, but that sounded like a pretty good build, didn't it?
Yeah. It sounded like back at the wallow area. Anyways, over and out.
Mr. Toronto man, go away from my door. You got my wheat and canola seed, you're asking me for more. You better fly, for I produce my 44. I'm just a prairie boy, never meant none no harm. Spend my days making wages out on the Martin's farm. No eastern boys gonna twist my arm. It's so damn cold out here, the wind will cut you half in two. I ain't kidding now, my old plow is frozen to my mule. I've been living off ice cold rainbow stew. Don't be picking fights with no Mennonites. Don't be raising cane while they're planting grain and working through the night. Gonna let you know if you ain't acting right. So, Mr. Toronto man, go away from my door. You got my wheat and canola seed, you're asking me for more. Better fly, for I produce my 44. Better fly, for I produce my 44.
Hey, Lauren. Does my lush brown head full of hair break up my head pretty good?
Yeah, it's a good breakup.
Good breakup.
You're supposed to walk by the camera like it's not even there.
How about that?
we're looking for won't be found easily. It grows upon the mountain in a sacred place, up beyond the clouds in ancient ground, so they say. And many men have died trekking up that way.
We took a couple, well, I guess just one scouting trip and went over on that ridge system on the right. The furthest right clearing you can see here. And we traveled along the top of that ridge. Had a few elk encounters in the bowl on the left. Long ways over there.
we had a 17.5-hour day yesterday. Got back here at 11:30 at night. We were on a big bowl. Got our stove. We just cooked up some breakfast skillet. Slept in a little bit today. And we're getting ready to go back out. We hiked our 4 miles past our spike camp yesterday. And we had to hike all that distance back after dark last night. Well after dark.
It was awesome.
What was it, Lauren?
Awesome.
It was awesome. We had a crazy big bull encounter. We worked in on him from a long ways, quite a ways out. And last play of the day, we'd kind of like came out to a cliff and had to change directions, and we're busting down through a kind of a huckleberry, brushy hillside with small trees, and just heard him sound off. I think we were cow calling periodically, but anyway, we closed in to a really close range with him.
So we're gonna head out of here for the first time. Go back to the... Was that a bugle?
I didn't hear. I was making too much noise.
We're gonna go back to the trailer, get all of our stuff dry, and then come back in tomorrow. So it's been wet weather for the last, I don't know, 48 hours. Gonna go eat some real steak. Maybe have a fire. Should be fun.
I walk again and saw the light up in the mud. I took a look and I still got a long way to go. Thank you.
Oh yeah. It looks like it's almost shaved, but I doubt it.
Upon her, a man is forever changed. The bravest men return with darkened hearts and phantom pain. Ages come and go, but her life goes on the same. She lives to see the sun and feel the wind and do the rain. Colors change among the passing of the days. No earthly sight can match the beauty she displays. And when I die, I want her lying by my side. In my grave, in my grave, I'd give it all to love that girl. I'll be the one to pluck that flower. I meant to find a place where all good things begin. To smell her scent and watch her dancing in the wind. And when I die, I want her lying by my side. In my grave, in my grave.
Another growler. Yeah. I think we should go around this knob. Alright, maybe go half the distance. Okay. He wants to play. Alright, let's move.
Yeah, he's got to be a 6.
He's looking right up here. That's what it is right there.
That would be funny.
It's not giving me anything. What do you get?
I gotta hold this.
Thought I would just give a little rundown of what transpired yesterday. After 4 nights in our spike camp a couple miles up the trail. We were ready to go back to the travel trailer and warm up and dry some clothes and have a nice steak dinner. And we did a little hunt in the morning, half mile from camp. Didn't get any response, so we just continued on down the trail. Got within a couple miles of the truck, and Lauren was bugling periodically into some drainages, and we finally got a response down in this one. Almost wanted to come back the next day and go after him on a new day in the morning, but Lauren convinced me this is what we're here for, so I went along with the plan. And we had to backtrack a few hundred yards to get the goats down to a nice flat area with some feed for them, and tied them up, and then started our stalk. And it wasn't but just a couple hundred yards in, and we got cliffed out. But we could see right below us there was a nice park-like meadow area with huckleberry bushes and grass, and the bull was pretty hot. So we just for a little while stayed up on that cliff and was hoping he'd come out in the open. And we could hear him raking on trees and bugling, and so we decided to see if we could get down around the cliff. We went to the right first, and then spotted the cliff went for a long ways up the drainage. So we came back to another little rock outcropping area and started bugling some more, and he was still hot and wanting to play. So
Finally the fog rolled out though.
We had fog for a while. We couldn't see anything down in here, but when it did roll out, we spotted him 100 yards below us on the hillside, and he couldn't come up and we couldn't go down. That may have had him frustrated too, but he just continued to rake trees. He must have raked 4 that I counted while he was down in here going crazy. But finally we decided that I was going to have to try to find a way down, so I went to the left this time, and after a couple hundred yards the cliff kind of came to an end, and there was some steep downhill working my way down here. And Lauren kept him going, kept him distracted. There was a lot of viney stuff coming down through there, but I would just move when he was bugling or raking, and I'd move a little bit when Lauren was bugling. And as you can see in the previous video, that the bull caught attention of me coming down the side hill, because he started looking over to his right, and then he'd look back up to Lauren to bugle. I think he may have thought that one of the herd was coming down in there. But by the time I closed the distance to about 50 yards, I could see him raking. I could see glimpses of his body, and I really slowed the sneak down then. And the last 10 yards or so, I slid on my butt, and to get into to where I finally had a lane. About that time, the rain just started dumping, hailstorm. The bull moved in under some big firs, and all I had a view of was his front end. Our camera, unfortunately the battery ran out, but Lauren had lost a visual of him anyway. the bull had me pinned. He was just looking straight at me, except for when Lauren would bugle and he would look uphill. I was able to get an arrow knocked, work myself up to my knees, and first time I drew my bow back, I didn't have the trigger quite latched good enough, and I spit the arrow out about 8 feet in front of me, and I thought that it was over. I thought I blew it. But he didn't go anywhere. He just stayed there, and I had to wait till he looked up to Lauren again to pull another arrow out of my quiver, and then he looked back at me, and I had an arrow vertical in my hand, and I had to wait again for him to look away to get that arrow knocked. My rangefinder was soaked. I didn't even get a chance to range him, but I just looked like about 30 yards. So I got drawn back. It was a front end shot. I had a little fir tree about 10 feet in front of me that had about a 6-inch window to thread that arrow through, and I just put it right on the base of his neck and let it fly. It was a throat punch. He took off out of there, and I watched him make a right hand bend and then rolled shortly after that. He only went 40 yards, and matter of fact, the tree that you saw him raking in the previous video was just right above me, about 40 yards. So anyway, we'll be packing meat for a couple of days, and it's been an awesome trip so far, and it's been the elk stock of my life. So anyway, thanks for watching.
Pannier worked awesome.
Did it?
Yeah, I didn't have a single load shift. I only put the pack down for a break twice.
Oh, good.
Like sat down.
Uh-huh.
Other than that, I would just go ribbon to ribbon, which is probably about 50 steps, and just stand there for a minute.
Yeah. Starting to get a little warm.
I'm gonna take my jacket off. And this trip's slightly heavier yet. There you go.
Darkness